Alright, so today is June the 21st, 2025, and this is going to be the next vlog entry. Going to be doing chest and back. Summer is now in full swing, so it's starting to get a little warmer, so make sure that anytime you're working out, hydrate. Don't just hydrate strictly with water all the time. You're going to have to add some electrolytes. That's your sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium, as well as ensuring you're getting adequate chloride in there. So adding a little salt at times to your water or to your meals can really help you stay hydrated as the temperature goes up. Here in Ottawa, for example, this upcoming Monday with the Humidex, it's going to be almost 50 degrees Celsius. Massive change compared to the start of the month where we literally were at like 8 degrees. So something I just noticed, the reason I'm doing this at this point in the video is my microphone didn't actually sync up and wasn't plugged in, so I'm going to be doing voiceover in post-production over parts of this. So also please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below if you've got any questions or qualms. Anyways, into the workout, here we go. Alright, so here we go getting into the workout. Today's going to be bench press and, well, chest and back, as I just previously said. And here, just getting into the warm-up of the bench press. So just empty bar, just making sure everything feels good and whatnot. And as you can see at the very end there, my audio wasn't working because I was dumb. But then we get into the second warm-up set where I'm just working with 95 pounds here, working with the pause, making sure everything's still feeling good. And now we've bumped up to the working weight, only going to be doing about 145 pounds for the day, just because bench press I'm not the strongest on. But as you can see, I'm measuring it out using my thumb and my fingers just to make sure everything feels good. That's just a little ritual I have. My fingers line up right on the start of the knurling for the most part, with my in between my index finger and middle finger. And each rep I'm pausing on my chest. So I'm doing 6 to 8 reps. Here I get 8 reps with a pause each time. As you can see, I'm not focused too much on my eccentric tempo. And to pair it up, I'm doing standard chin-ups. So chin-ups, I've usually in the past been pretty good at them, but that's kind of fallen off a little bit. As you can see, I have no problem really pulling myself up nice and high with these. And I even start to really focus on getting up a little higher, really pulling my chest up over the bar as best I can, and having a brief pause at the bottom of each rep. As I started to fatigue, the pause at the bottom got a little longer, which actually is like a double whammy. It hits hard. And then we get back into bench press on the second set here. So I was feeling it a little bit in my back through the external rotators, because I had just done some external rotation work the day before, as well as some scapular retraction. So I started to feel the stabilizing muscles of bench press on the second set pretty good. Not that it necessarily felt good, it's just that's where I was feeling it at first, and that's what was kind of dying off before everything else. But still getting through these fairly smooth. The last couple reps started to get into a bit of a grind. And here I sat up and just nose felt funny. Then right back into these, and I realized, oh crap, I forgot to pause. Up we go. So when I'm at the bottom of the pause here, I'm in a full hang. There's not really any tension pulling up. I'm letting everything stretch right out. And then as you can see, things started to bite me in the arse a bit as it got hard, and I started to cheat a little bit. Then we get into our third and final set on bench press. And as I laid back on here, I was feeling it. Make sure everything's good. Went with the not the most advisable grip here, but I find that I'm fairly stable with it, and it gives me slightly better pressing when I start to get a little tired. So big thing I'm focusing on as I'm doing bench here is keeping my elbows tight, making sure that I've got 5 points of contact. Both feet, my butt cheeks, my back, and my head all in contact. Allows me to take allows me to take slack out and really press. The last rep there was a grind. As you see there, I was that close to not making it. And then we get into our last set of chin-ups here. And these did not go quite to plan. The first one, fine. Second one, not so bad. I'm feeling it now. 3, uh-oh. Now I don't know what's going to happen. 4. And then we're up to 5 here, and oh, things aren't going good. 6. I called it there because I knew I was going to have to cheat. And now, just as we've been doing for a lot of things, the high reps set. So I'm aiming for 12 to 15 reps on flat bench here. And it's just about repping out. It's just go, go, go. At 5, I was already starting to feel it. 6, I'd take a brief pause, get a big breath in. And then just keep on going. We're at 10 here. And at this point, I was nearly gassed out completely. Racket, sat up, and a little shake of disbelief that I actually made it through, because I thought I was going to have to stop. The second series is where we get into doing dips as well as pull downs. So first up are some dips. So one of the best upper body exercises that you can do are dips in terms of pressing. As you can see, I could work on getting a little deeper into these, and I just didn't set myself up properly here on the day. Things were just not feeling the greatest going deep into that position. Next week, I'll ensure that I'm getting closing up that elbow joint. Then we got into the pull downs, going for 12 reps here. If you take a look at the bottom, I lean ever so slightly back. That's just so that I can really squeeze the lats as hard as possible. And when the handle's up overhead, I'm making it so that it's vertical. So that when I'm sitting there, my arms are straight up overhead. It gets a better stretch through the lats, and then I'm able to get a real good hard contraction as I'm pulling. And here we go into the second set of the dips. So part of the issue I had here was I just didn't set the dip station up high enough. And that's why I'm leaning so far forward so that my feet aren't hitting the ground. So it's a memo to myself. I can't set it up on, I think it was on hole like 19. I got to set up at least hole 22. So when I say the hole, like the uprights have a series of holes on them that allow me to set certain things there, as well the pulley can go up and down, and they're numbered from Prime Fitness USA. And here, all my pull downs, I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it at this point. After the chin-ups, my lats were screaming going into doing another vertical pull down. And this third set of dips, I'm just hoping I get through, to be honest. I was not feeling good. But sometimes you just got to go to that place where you're not feeling good and you just get the reps. You just put the work in. A lot of times people stop too early in a set because, they're feeling tired. No, bite down and go. That's what this last set of pull downs was. Just bite down and just go. So for those wondering, I'm using the Prime Fitness USA Rotate handles here with a neutral grip. So these handles are actually, you can get in a bundle. They're some of the best ones on the market. All right, so the last part of the workout is going to be some incline dumbbell flies, and then also going to be doing some seated rows. The seated rows, that's the real volume part for the back, for the lats and everything. Whereas this, I'm going to be doing 15 reps here. Over there, I'm going to be going 15 to 20. Just doing standard flies today, nothing special. But at the top I am trying to externally rotate a little bit. So start pronated, finish supinated for some of these. So I have to lean back a little bit here just because there's not enough. If I sit up straight or lean forward, there isn't quite enough space just because of how these handles are. They end up being a little bit longer, and I've got long arms to match my long legs. So when I reach forward, I'll take the tension off. So I lean back ever so slightly, but as I'm pulling, I'm trying to pull down towards my hips. So with these two exercises, I'm just doing 2 sets of them, just like previous days. On the last exercise, I've been doing 2 sets, but higher reps on it. I'll admit my left shoulder is not necessarily the happiest right now. Oh, I'm glad that's over. So again, if you liked what you saw here, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below, especially if you have any questions. Today's post-workout is going to be the same as it has been. A scoop of HP Labs grass-fed whey, a half scoop of their greens and reds superfood mix, as well as 5 grams of creatine monohydrate from Clean Athlete. If you want 10% off your order from HP Labs in Canada and the US, use code RISLING10, that's RISLING 10, at checkout, or you can also just go from the link below. Oh, I'm out of breath. This is rough. Anyways, Coach Tony, Wrestling Podium Performance. Go get your workout in and embrace your potential.